Hello everyone. In this lecture we are gonna cover the topic ratio and proportion. First we are gonna see what is ratio and proportion, their some properties, and then we'll do some questions. So first of all, what is ratio? Ratio is a mathematical comparison of two or more quantities. It expresses the relationship between the quantities in terms of their relative size or amounts. So what this means is, suppose you are making tea, so you take half cup of water, half cup of milk, uh, one one tablespoon one tablespoon of tea, and one tablespoon of sugar. Tablespoon of sugar. So here we can see the ratio is half for water, half for milk, and one tablespoon of tea and one tablespoon of sugar. So if you want to make tea for two people, we just simply multiply this whole ratio to by 2. We get 1 cup of water, 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoon of tea, and 2 tablespoon of sugar. So this is how ratio works. uh, we express the quantities relative to each other. If the milk was half, then water was half, and table tablespoon of sugar and tea was 1 to 1. But when we wanted to make tea for two people, the ratio simply got multiplied by 2. We have 2 cup of water, 2 cup of milk, and we have 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of tea and sugar each. So ratios are simply represented by A upon B or A ratio B. A ratio can be expressed as A ratio B, or it can also be represented as A upon B. We have two properties here. First is, if a ratio is multiplied, the terms of ratios are multiplied by the same number, it does not affect the ratio. A and B are called the terms of this ratio. So if you multiply with the same number m in the upper term and the lower term, the ratio does not get affected. The same goes with division. If the terms of the ratios are divided by the same number, here we have P, A upon P, upon B upon P, so the ratio does not get changed. Next we have proportion. A proportion is a statement that two ratios of fractions are equal. Simply, if two ratios are equal, we say that all the terms of the ratios are in proportion. Here A ratio B and C ratio D are equal, so we say the quantities A, B, C, D are in proportion. Next, here there is a property that the cross product of mean and the extreme of the ratios or fractions are equal. That is, extremes A and D are extremes, A and D are extremes, and B and C are means here. B and C are means. The product of extremes, that is A into D, will be equal to the product of means, B into C. Here is another property of ratios, that is, if A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to E upon F, which is equal to K, then we have A upon A plus C plus E upon B plus D plus F, which will be equal to the initial ratio constant K. There are some important operation on ratios which are as follows. Uh, they will not be used directly, while solving the problems they will be used, so we will not see this in much detail. You have to, but you have to memorize them. And now we can move to the questions. So first question is, uh, A ratio B ratio C is in the ratio of 3 ratio 2 ratio 5. How much money will C get out of 1260 rupees? So let's say A gets 3x, B gets 2x, and C gets 5x. The money A gets, the money B gets, the money C gets. Now we are told that the total money is 1260. That is A plus B plus C is equal to 1260. A is written as A is the value of A is 3x, B is 2x, and C is 5x. 60. Here we add this, we get 10x is equal to 1060. The value of x comes out to be 126. Since the value of C is 5x, we put the value of x 5 into 126. 5 so 30 0 36. 5 is 60 and 630 rupees. So the answer will be option number 4, 630 rupees. Going on to the next question. We have the present age of Vinod and Ashok are in the ratio of 3 ratio 4 respectively. That is, present age of Vinod is, let's suppose the value is 3x, and present age of Ashok is 4x. After 5 years, the ratio of their ages become 7 ratio 9. The present age is 3x for Vinod. After 5 years, his age will be 3x plus 5, and the same will be done for Ashok. 4x plus 5, after 5 years, his age will be 4x plus 5. Now we are given that their ages become 7 ratio 9 after 5 years. 7 upon 9. Doing cross multiplication here, we have 3x plus 5 to 9 is equal to 7 into 4x plus 5. Solving this, 27x plus 25. 7 4 is 28x plus 7 5 is 35. We have 28x minus 27x, we get x. 45 minus 35, we will get 10. We were asked what is the present age of Ashok. Present of Ashok was 4x. 4x equal to 4 into 10 is equal to 40. 40 years. Answer. Moving on to the next question. Two numbers are in the ratio of 2 ratio 9. If their HCF is 19, the numbers are. Let's suppose the two numbers are 2x and 9x. It is said that the HCF is 19, which means the value of x is given here. The value of x is 19. So number becomes 2 into 19 and 9 into 90. 19 to the 38, we have here 38, and 99 is 171. So the correct option is option number 3, 38 and 171. Moving to the next question. In a box there are 10 paise, 25 paise and 50 paise coins in the ratio of 4, ratio 9, ratio 5. If the total sum is rupees 206, how many coins of each kind does the box have? Here let's suppose the number of coins of 10 paise is 4x. The number of coins of 25 paise is 9x, and number of coins of 50 paise is 5x. If we see the value, what is the total value of coins of 10 paise? It will be number of coins into the value. So we have value for 10 paise coins, 10 into 4x. For 25 paise it will be 25 into 9x, and for 50 paise it will be 50 into 5x. Now we are told the total sum, that is 10 into 4x plus 25 into 9x plus 250x is equals to rupees 206, that is 206 into 100 paise. Converting rupees into paise, we multiply rupees by 100. We have 40x plus 25 minus 225x plus 250x is equal to 20600. Adding all this, 55, 40, 5 to 7 for 11, carry on 4 to 5. And we have 510x to 0666. So x will be I think we have made some calculation mistakes. We have 10 paise for 4x, 40x, 25 paise for 9x, 25 9 is 5, 5 paise for 50x, 50. We have here 515. This is 500. Just a second. Here we have 500, 515x. Solving this is 600 by 500. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 5 ones are 5, 5. This is 4120. 5 ones are 20, 5 ones are 5, 5 1 remainder 0, 5 twos are 10. Okay, then 1 4 0. So x turns out to be 40. The question we are asked, how many coins of each kind does the box have? The coins of 10 paisa, 25 paisa and 50 paisa. Number of coins. 10 paise we have 4x, for 25 paise we have 9x, and for 50 paise we have 5x. Multiplying the value of x, we have 4 fours are 16, 160. For 25 paise we have 360. 5 into 40 we have 200. So 200, 360 and 160. The correct option is option number 3, 200, 360 and 160. Moving on to the next question. The mean proportional between 45 and a certain number is 3 times the mean proportional 5 and 22. That is, there is a what is mean proportion? Let's say we have a ratio of A upon B, and which is equal to B upon C. So the B is called mean proportion. A ratio, B ratio, C. So the B is called mean proportion. Just a second. A ratio B equal to B ratio C. So we have the value of B turns out to be B square is equal to AC, or you can write it B is equal to root over AC, or AC to the power half. So it is said the mean proportional between 45 and a certain number, that is 45 and a certain number. Let's take the certain number x. Mean proportional is equal to 3 times mean proportional between 5 and 22. The mean proportional between 45 and a certain number, let's take the certain number x, is equal to 3 times the mean proportional of 5 and 22. Squaring both sides, squaring both sides, we have 45 x is equal to 9 into 25, so 110, or let's just leave it as 5 into 20. It will be easier to cancel out. 20 to 5, x is equal to 9 into 5 divided by 45. 5 1 the 5 9 the 9 1 the 9 1 the. So the value of x comes out to be 22. So the correct option would be option number 2, 22. Moving on to the next question. The ratio of the total amount distributed in all the males and females as salary is 6:5. That is total money uh, total money given as salary to men upon total money given as salary to women is given 6:5. Now the ratio of the salary of each male and female is 2:3. That is uh, salary of a male to salary of a female is given 2:3. Let's suppose the male gets each male gets 2x rupees. Then each female gets 3x rupees. So now let us suppose there are m number of males. There are m number of males and there are f number of females. So the total money that men will get is m into 2x, and the total money that the women will get is f into 3x. So total money that men get, total money given to male is m into 2x. Total money given to females is f into 3x. Now it is given that the total money given to males and total money given to females is 6:5. That is on, let's write this as equation 1. This is equation 1. So from equation 1 we have m into 2x upon f into 3x, which is equal to 6/5. 6/5. X cancels out. So we have m upon f, that is male to female ratio is 6/5, 3/2. That is 1 the 3 the 9/5. 9/5. So the correct answer will be option number 4. Male to female ratio is 9/5. X income is 3/4 times of Y's income. Let's write all these equations. X's income is equal to 3/4 of Y's income, and X's expenditure is equal to 4/5 times of Y's expenditure. Now, given X's income, the income of X is equal to 9/10 times of Y's expenditure. Find the ratio of X's saving to Y's saving. So we know that total income will be equal to expenditure from expenditure plus savings. Here let's name these equations as equation 1, equation 2 and equation number 3. So if we dividing equation 2 and 3, if we divide these two, we will get the proportion of income expenditure to income for X, that is dividing equation 2 by equation number 3. We have X's expenditure upon X's income is what ratio? 4/5 to 10/9. 5 to 5, that is 8/9. So X spends 8 parts of his income, that is X's expenditure is 8/9 times of X's income. So what will be the saving? Saving will be the remaining part of the expenditure, the remaining part of the income. So it will be 1/9 times of X's income. Similarly, if we divide equation 3 by equation 1, we will get X's expenditure ratio to expenditures Y's expenditure to Y's income ratio. Let's insert some space first. So dividing equation number 3 by equation number 1. Dividing equation 3 by equation 1. So the x term will be cancelled. We have ye upon ye, that is expenditure of ye to y's income will be 9 by 10 will reciprocate when transferred to the other side. We have 10 by 9. 10 by 9 into 3 by 4. We have 3 ones are 3 threes are 2 here and 2 fives are. That is 5 by 6. So if we try to find out Y's income can be written as Y's expenditure can be written as 5 by 6 of Y's income. That means the saving for Y S will be the remaining part. That is 1 by 6 of the remaining part of income. That is Y I. So we have excess. We have to find the ratio of excess to YS. Excess saving to the Y saving. Now we have excess saving is equal to 1 by 9 times of XI. 1 by 9 times of XI. Y saving is 1 by 6 times of YI. This is capital X. Mind this. 1 by 6. Now xi, we have given the xi in terms of yi. Xi is equal to 3 by 4 times of yi. Xi is given as 1 by 9. 3 by 4 times of y's income upon 1 by 6 y's income gets cancelled out. Just a second, this does not good. Here we have yi, which gets cancelled. So the answer comes out as 1 by 9 to 3 by 4 to 6. 3 1 ja, 3 ja, 1 ja, 3 2 ja, 2 1 ja, 2 2 ja. Final answer is 1 upon or 1 ratio income of excess saving, ratio of excess saving to Y saving. The correct option would be option A, 1 ratio 2. Moving on to the next question. A person spends 1/3 of the money with him on clothes, 1/5 of the remaining on food, and 1/4 of the remaining on travel. Now he is left with rupees 100. How much did he have with him in the beginning? Let's say, uh, let's suppose he had X rupees. So out of X he spends 1 by 3 X into clothes. Now what is the remaining portion of this? The remaining portion of this is 2 by 3 X, out of which he spends 1/4 of it on travel. Out of 2 by 3, if 1 by 4 is spent, what is the remaining money? That will be 2 by 3 into 3 by 4. The remaining is 2 by 3 to 3 by 4. Out of this, 1 by 5th and 1 by 4th travel. After this, he does not spend anything. So that is given as he is left with 100 rupees. This amount is equal to 100 rupees. First he had X rupees, out of which he spent 1/3 of it. So he was remaining with 2 by 3X, out of which he spent again 1/4 of it. 1/4 of it in the travel. Now he is left with 100 rupees. So we have to find the value of X. Just a second. I did not write for food. The food is meaning 1/5 of food is, I haven't calculated this. So we'll start this solution again. So out of 2/3 X, 2 by 3X, 1/5 is spent on, by 3X 1/5 is spent on food. If 1/5 of 2/3X is spent, what is the money left? That will be 2 by 3X into 4 by 5 parts will be left of 2 by 3X. Here we have the minus sign. Just a second. Minus of this remaining part he spends 1/4. 1/4 on travel. Now he is left with 100 rupees. 100. Here we can see the 4 can be cancelled out. Can be cancelled out. So solving this, we take the LCM as 15. Here we have 15x minus 5x minus 2x minus 2x, which is equal to 100. Solving further, 5 to 7 to 9, 15 minus 9, we have 6x upon 15 is equal to 100. Solving this, we have x is equal to 100 to 15 by 6. 2 to 15 by 6. 2 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 is equal to 100. 100 to 15 by 6 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, 2 1s are 2. The value of x turns out to be 250. So suppose we had supposed that he had x rupees with him at the beginning, so the answer would be 250. He started with rupees 250, and after spending all that which is stated here, he is left with 100 rupees. Moving on to the last question for this lecture. If two-thirds of the contents of a container evaporated on the first day and one-fourth of the remaining evaporated on the second day, what part of the contents of the container is left at the end of second day? So initially the container, let's say the container has x quantity, x liter of anything, out of which two-third is evaporated. So at the end of one day, at the end of day 1, we have x by 3 contents left. Now on the second day, x by 3, one-fourth of the remaining, that is one-fourth part of the x by 3 is evaporated again. So at the end of the second day, we have LCM is taken as 12, 4x minus x, 3x by 12, that is 3 1 ja 3 4 ja. That is 1 by 4 contents of x. Initial we had taken as x, so 1 by 4 content will be left. Answer will be option A, 1 by 4. That's it for this lecture. See you next time. Thank you.